Thanks for coming down. So you're struggling with sleep, is that right? You find it difficult to sleep? It's okay, it's a common thing that I get in here. Something that I deal with a lot. Okay, so don't worry. Don't you worry about it. Don't worry your little head about it. How long have you had this problem for? A couple of months, okay. And you were just hoping it would pass, but it hasn't passed yet, and you're not sure what to do. And what sort of sleep are we getting? A couple of hours sometimes, maybe 4. That's not good, is it? No. Okay. Well, I'm going to be doing a technique that I call face tracing. Trace along your face like this. Okay. And the purpose of this is to get you to relax and to wind down so that you can start to let your brain to settle and not be so energized and awake, because that's the thing that's stopping you from going to sleep, is that your brain isn't calming down. And we need the brain to calm down if we want the brain to go to sleep. Otherwise, we can't get it into the state that we want it to be in. And the other important thing to remember is that there's different states of sleep, depths of sleep, and we want you to go into a very deep sleep and get your brain to rejuvenate, okay, properly. Get it to be able to heal and to be able to remove all of that clutter and process it out so that we can have a healthy, happy, day-to-day experience, okay, with a healthy, happy brain. So, without further ado, let me begin this face tracing session. And as I talk to you about it, I'm going to be discussing little stories and little pleasant environments that will enable us to feel calm and feel comfortable, and will enable us to feel that we are becoming relaxed in a safe environment. Okay, let's start by putting you in a bed like this. A nice warm bed, the pillow on the end. Let's put you there, shall we? Lie you down on that bed. Make sure that you're nice and comfortable on that bed, nice and relaxed on that bed. It's a very warm, cozy bed, and it's got a mattress that's just right for you, and it's very soft, just how you like it. The pillows are the correct firmness for you. You feel like your head lays down on them perfectly, just how you want it to. They're nice and cool and they don't get too warm. And in the bedroom you have a beautiful window like this, and you can see it from the bed, and it's got little checkered wooden frames in it, beautiful glass panels in them. You look out of the window and you can see the stars in the sky. You can see the moon, the moonlight. It's a full moon, a beautiful full moon, and you can see it. You can see all the little stars twinkling around it, twinkling around it. It's a very beautiful place indeed. The bedroom. Nice, big, cozy bedroom with a wonderful door. It's in a lovely house. Lovely, big, beautiful house. It's a very pretty house. It has lots of ornate architecture and sculptures around it, and a lovely chimney, which is wonderful at Christmas time with the fire and the smoke going out of it. It is an incredibly picturesque house with a gorgeous roof on it, which covers in snow in the winter. You really like it. You really like living in this house. You really like your bedroom and your window. And you really like your bed. You feel yourself drifting off to sleep. But, you notice that your bed starts to drift out the window. It starts to drift out the window. And you are completely fine at this. You're in a dream state. You're not sure what is real and what isn't, but you're very relaxed and calm. You're very at peace. You feel so sleepy now. You're just happy to go along for the dreamy ride. Everything is so calm. Everything is so comfortable. Everything is so relaxed. Everything is so peaceful. You notice that the air is fresh but still. It's cold, but it's so still that it doesn't make any difference to you. You like the freshness of the air on your face as you glide out of the window in your warm bed. You enjoy the freshness. You start to drift up, but not too high, just over the rooftops of the houses, and you can see them all below you, with all their different designs and all their different chimneys and decorations. You notice the odd football stuck up there, the odd frisbee, leaves in the gutter, the occasional bird's nest, and it all looks so pretty as you glide along. It all looks so magnificent from where you are. Drift up across the suburbs that you live in. You can see the city lights twinkling in the distance with all the big buildings. It all looks so pretty. It all looks so magical. You can see the stars clearer now. You notice that they seem to have faces on them. The faces are smiling. The faces are smiling and happy and calm. Notice that some of the faces have already started to fall asleep. You realize the stars are falling asleep around you. They're falling into such a wonderful sleep, so relaxed, they're just very calmly drifting off into sleep. It's very difficult for you to watch this, because it's making it very difficult for you to stay awake. You find that you are really struggling to stay awake. You want to see more, even though your eyes are becoming so heavy and you really can't keep them open much longer, but you're trying to get into the park, a favorite park. You love this park because it has really tall trees, beautiful trees, lots of leaves on them like this. You love this park because it has beautiful trees, beautiful big trees with beautiful leaves on the top of them. You really find it so magical when you see these trees. You often think to yourself, it looks like an entire world could live inside those trees, inside those leaves, so densely grouped together. You often wonder what kind of animals live in there. Perhaps they have little houses inside the leaves. Perhaps the tree itself is like a little village with a little ladder up the trunk of the tree. You wonder, what is it inside that tree that brings such curiosity? Perhaps the squirrels live in harmony with the birds. Perhaps there's a little town hall inside the tree where they meet to discuss village matters. Your mind wanders about this town hall, about the little roads on the branches, about the little world and the little lives that live inside. And as you wander, you feel yourself becoming more and more sleepy, more and more relaxed. The tiredness is taking control. You don't have any energy left to beat it. The more you try to stay awake, before you fall asleep. You feel yourself giving in to this sleep. So nice to sleep, so restful, so relaxing, just finding it really hard to stay awake now. Drift along the bed, the warm cozy bed, and drift along and you find yourself coming to a beautiful lake. You find yourself coming to this lake, and you notice how still the water is. You notice how it sparkles and twinkles. It is absolutely beautiful. It's so clear you can see the fish swimming around underneath the water. They look so delicate, so synchronized. The light shimmers off their scales, showing a myriad of colors, like a rainbow. It is incredible. And you find that you are hypnotized by this water. The more you look at it, the more you feel yourself falling asleep. You try so hard to stay awake, you really do. But the shimmering water, shimmering light, they hypnotize you. They just make it so difficult to stay awake. You gradually circle the park, taking in more of the flower beds and the benches, all the different arrangements, and the little hills and the little pathways and the little bridges, the little streams and the rivers and the lake. And then gradually you start to drift home. Gradually you start to drift back out of the park. It's in good time because you're so tired now. You drift back across the houses. You see the city lights in the distance. You see the smiling and sleeping stars. You gradually drift across the rooftops toward your house, seeing all the chimneys again, and all the different things on the roof. You look back to say goodnight to the little villages in the trees, and then you gently glide in through your window. Gently glide in through your window. And your bed glides across your bedroom. It gently comes to a stop. and your window gently closes. The lights dim down. You feel the warmth